to HSN. He was one of the first designers to bring couture apparel to us like this, and I know that there are women who dream of owning that perfect little black dress or that perfect little gown or that perfect little outfit, and boy, has he got the most beautiful detailing and embellishment in his work. Hal Rubenstein, this is called the Rita. It's a brocade dress that I'm gonna hold still and show you, modernized with this soutache kind of simulated faux leather insert, not insert, but applique all throughout the bodice of the dress. It is so sophisticated. It is so elegant. It was so safe for my show. It was $100 and it's reduced to $39.95. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you that it's a customer pick and it received over 4.5 stars. You know, it has a hidden zipper closure with a fisheye hook closure, the back. So it zips down 3/4 of the way for you to slip into it. It is on 2 flex payments, by the way, for $19.98. It is going to be one of the cutest dresses for you to wear for those special occasions. Every review but one gave it 5 stars. Okay, and that was at the regular price of $100. Now let me explain something to you. This is a dress that, you know what, you've got to really study it shoulder down, because the applique work is only down the front of the dress and down the front panel of the dress, and that's on purpose. Because if it was a soutache, cutout leather, you know, brocade dress all over, I don't think it would look appropriate. It would be too busy. It's just enough. But it's got a couture overtone to it. And incidentally, we have all sizes. Extra small, small, medium, large, extra large, 1X, 2X, and 3X. And everybody's covered right now. That does not mean that it will be that way by the end of the hour. It is a 75 poly, 20% rayon, 5% spandex. The trim is 100% polyurethane, but it has a faux leather, you know, appearance to it. And then 100% polyester backing. So you know what? It's throw it in the machine, gentle cycle wash or hand wash, and then just dry flat. And you're gonna love the way this looks for the next wearing. No dry cleaning will be required, and enjoy. And you know that little jewel bag